house, man. You know me, how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man, I wanna sit up on the water. You know me, how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man, I wanna sit up on the water. You know how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Yo, welcome back to another episode of People. Man, can I please get y'all to hit that thumbs up button and bang on that bell for me and subscribe to the channel. Now, in this video, I want to hear from all of y'all out there, especially my subscribers. In this video right here, it is kind of crazy, it is kind of funny, and it just made me think, was this a mental illness this woman had? Or was this woman just a real super freak? I mean, because in this video, y'all ain't gonna believe it, right? Tell me why this lady go to the beach with a silver bullet sex toy, put it off in her swimsuit, and sit on the beach in the water, you know, on the sand, and let the water come up on her with the vibrator on. And she did this in front of kids. So the kids was watching. Now hold on, this would have grossed me out. First of all, I don't care if I was a woman, and I know for a fact, me being a man doing something like this on the sneaky side and kids around, it would have just, I can't do it. I can't even think of doing nothing like that. I won't even think of doing nothing like this. I mean, who would think of doing something like this? Now, I can see if it was nighttime or something like that, and you know, you the only one on the beach, you know what I'm saying? And you get caught by security or something like that, then I understand that. But it's broad daylight. You mean to tell me you couldn't wait? Or you probably was off the drink. She was drinking beer after she got done. She probably was drinking beer before she even started. She probably was drinking all kind of alcohol. See, I told y'all that spirit, once it's inside your body, you know, from that alcohol, once that bad spirit get inside you, you become a totally different person. That spirit take over your body. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when them demons get inside you, it be, you know, it do more than whisper in your ear. It's like it gets inside of you and you can't control it. It's like your body just, you know, is a puppet. The devil have your body and stringing you around like a puppet. Now, honestly, tell me this. I need to hear from y'all. I need to hear from y'all. Please make sure y'all jump down off in my comments about this. I need to hear what y'all got to say, because honestly, I know how people is. And to me, I'm going to tell y'all what I think it was. I'm going to tell y'all after the video. After the video, I got something to tell y'all that really happened with this woman, and it's better than what happened. Check it out.
On the afternoon of July 1st, 2021, officers from the Tybee Island Police Department descended on Tybee Island Beach in Tybee Island, Georgia. The police had been called by a member of the public because, according to them, a woman had walked past the caller's family tent several times and eventually had found a spot a short distance away in front of it. After placing a towel down on the sand, the caller said the woman started touching herself inappropriately. I could hear moaning. As you'll see, the woman in question appears to be confused at first, but when confronted by the claims made against her, she starts to give her version of events and tries to reason with her actions.
Can we speak to you for a second? We'll get you over there. Right. Go ahead and bring your stuff.
Huh? Yeah.
Yep. All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Chris? Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
Alright, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you. About something pertaining on the beach.
Yes.
Were you supposed to be, were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here. Were you at the beach at some point in time?
Okay, I don't understand. There was nobody. I was just sitting on my tail. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Alright, well, like I said, someone called and they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is there something that my phone should be off for or on for?
You could, whatever you want to do. It's your right. If you want to record this conversation, you can. But we are also recording, so you know.
Okay, can you show? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they
families.
didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us?
Okay, because I was by myself. Now, I will tell you this. The only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation. They're fucking doing this.
You mean military?
Never mind. Okay, so nobody was around. It was an anonymous call. Is this one of my buddies? Okay,
No,
one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look. Let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you, and that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so if this is anonymous call,
Okay. I mean, yeah.
People did see it. We didn't get a call for no reason.
I swear to God, I was sitting in the water. Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have called, right?
Nobody saw it.
Man, please, don't do this to me. Are you serious?
You want to take primary notice?
I'm on it to take it since he's talking.
Okay, I got you.
This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
Indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure.
No, but I didn't have any of my body
Someone
parts
called.
out.
It doesn't matter. A family saw it. They had kids.
Wait, what? There
That's why they
was
called.
nobody around me.
So,
Nothing in here that shouldn't be in here?
No.
Okay.
well, I'm just gonna throw this in here. Okay.
We'll go through the car.
Yep.
Is this yours, man? This yours?
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is Jesus Christ. Because it's not. This is not very well.
All right, awesome. Oh, it's right here? Sweet, thank you so much. What's your name? Amberly. Amberly? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks for the confirmation.
Ma'am? No, we haven't got an ID yet. I still have it in the bag. $15 tabby. Can you run a Georgia 27? Okay.
These are all broken up into half pills.
Okay.
Track.
Oh, Jesus. She said there's a vibrator in there.
Yeah, she said she didn't have it.
Oh, nice. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it. Oh, Jesus. Nels, you going through it. You logging everything.
Yep.
The code book, see what she's charging.
Okay. I mean, and she admitted to it. And she said she had an orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So, yeah. All right. Cool. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Alrighty. What's that? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I got you. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, I really don't care what you did, you know, but again, someone saw it, so that's why we're here, you know? I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you know, don't get caught. That's all I have to say, you know? So, I mean, I got nothing against you, you know?
34-year-old Christina Ashley Revels-Glick was arrested and charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. If you're not familiar with this story, then you may be thinking to yourself, well, that's the end of it. She went through the legal process and received her punishment. In the state of Georgia, a first offense of indecent exposure is classed as a misdemeanor, so you'd be right to think that she got a slap on the wrist.
Then, I don't know if it's gotta be the alcohol, mental health, or you just some type of super freak. Now, in this video right here, you can tell this lady, she was a freak. She got the freaky walk. Man, lady, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Look, listen here. If y'all wanna become that freaky, all you gotta do is call and sign up and be a porn star. Honestly, they got all kind of stuff you can do like that. And you'll get paid for it. And you in the right spot. And look like y'all was in Florida. I think y'all was in Florida. You know, anywhere them palm trees at, you can get on. You know, out there in Vegas especially, Cali especially, down there in Florida, Orlando, Miami, in Arizona, all them hot cities and stuff you can get on. Okay, now, with this story right here, right, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This lady lived the crazy life. This lady, I don't know if it was that she was just embarrassed. I don't know if she was just embarrassed and took some pills, and the lady passed away like 4 months after this happened. Now, see, I don't know if she was just embarrassed and killed herself because, you know, I don't know if she seen this on YouTube, the video, or, you know, her parents heard about it, her family heard about it, and they would bring it up. You know, it just don't seem right. That just like the cop, when he was taking you to the station, he told you, like, man, you know, if you wouldn't have got caught, then you would have been grave. You know what I'm saying? You did this in front of the kids and they sing. If you would have been, you know, by yourself or something like that, then you would have been straight. You know, you got a lot of people out here that's grown and they understand this kind of stuff. Like me, I understand this kind of stuff, but like I say, it would have grossed me out doing this in front of some kids in the broad daylight, y'all in it. For real. So yeah, man, this video, I just thought I would bring it to y'all. Can y'all please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button and bang on that bell for me and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and y'all already know what time it is, baby. It's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, 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 it's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, deuces, deuces. Hey, hey, I'm done, y'all.
What if I told you she didn't even make it through the whole legal process because she passed just months after her arrest? But the circumstances surrounding her death aren't as straightforward as you may think. Christina's life leading up into the beach incident had been a quote, wild one, according to one unnamed relative. And although there isn't much information about her early life, we do know that the beach incident wasn't her first run-in with the law. She got in trouble, got herself arrested, she went to prison in Florida. It isn't entirely clear why she specifically went to prison, but we do know that she had been arrested on a handful of occasions. In 2018, she was accused of stealing a car, and in that same year she was arrested a handful of times for public drunkenness. Her life prior to the 2018 arrests was far from stable. You see, she had 2 sons with 2 different men, a 19-year-old from a relationship way back in the day, and a 15-year-old from a marriage that ended in divorce in 2015. Although the divorce went through in 2015, the marriage had broken down years before. Just 6 months after the 15-year-old was born, she left the family home to go on her own journey in life. The child was left with his father. Over the years, she had little contact with either of her children and their fathers, but on at least one occasion, she and her at the time husband rekindled. After she spent time in jail, her husband took her back, but she was wild. A short while after they got back together, she fell in with a real bad crowd. She was drinking and taking drugs. By 2020, Christina had made her own way in life once again, and she had been living at a property in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm not judging, but there were a lot of men, and we heard she worked at a strip club too. She was always nice to talk to, always smiled, said hello to our kids when she was coming in and out. She always paid her rent on time. In that sense, she was a model tenant. Then came March of 2022. On the 19th, landlady Felicity Rollins contacted police to request a welfare check on Christina. She had missed her latest payment for rent. A couple of weeks had gone by and Felicity couldn't get hold of her. When police arrived, it was reported that, quote, negative contact was made. Then they left. Remember, Ashley wasn't considered a vulnerable adult in the eyes of authorities, and there were no reports to police that she could be in any sort of danger, so there wasn't much they could do about it. Over the next 12 days, Felicity continued to try and reach out to Christina, but all attempts failed. Then, on the 31st of March, 2022, Felicity and her boyfriend decided it was for the best to enter the property to see what was going on for themselves. It was then a gruesome discovery was made. I was sitting waiting in my truck when Felicity and her boyfriend came down and said, "Something's wrong. We think there's a dead body in there." They pretty much turned straight around when they opened the door. I didn't believe it. I thought they were messing, so I went up. When Felicity's family friend, Gareth White, entered the apartment, he knew straight away that someone had died. The smell alone was enough to tell him that. And so there she was, Christina decomposing on the floor in the property. She had been dead for roughly a month. After an investigation, detectives concluded that she took her own life for reasons unknown. But people connected to the incident don't really buy into that story and want police to explore the possibility that she may have been murdered. After the discovery was made, Felicity asked her sister Whitney Phillips to act on her behalf moving forward, as the incident was too much for her to handle. When Whitney entered the property, she noticed that there was blood in every room. Not only that, but there was other evidence to suggest foul play. There was blood in every room in the apartment, but there were other things like unopened packages, things for the apartment, like she was expecting still to do things. Why would she be ordering stuff for the house? Why would she still be paying her bills if she was planning to end it? She was never late on rent. I didn't sleep right for a week after seeing the inside of that apartment. You could see the marks on the wall where her body had been, and on the carpet where it had laid. To me, it looked like she was panicking, trying to get away, trying to save her life. Why would she be moving through the house like that? That doesn't make no sense. Jonathan Johnson and his wife Jasmine, downstairs neighbors, think Christina was murdered too. The Johnsons believe they had the actual murder taking place but didn't want to intervene because they weren't too sure. They say a man who Ashley had been seeing needs to be taken in for questioning. I believe that dude killed her. We had a lot of commotion that one night, then we never saw her or heard her again. I asked, should we call the police? But you're not too sure sometimes. Like, if you get involved, maybe you'll get hurt too. That guy was there all the time and his car was over there that night. When we came out the next day, it was gone. That night, it was like a lot of heavy walking and moving around going on. After that, it was just silent up there. And so, it's been well over a year since police reached their conclusion. We can't rule out that they'd ever change their theory and investigate the possibility that Christina was murdered, but we can say, for at least now anyway, that they don't think she was.
You know me how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man, the one to sit up on the water. You know me how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man, the one to sit up on the water. You know how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house.